North Sentinel Island is one of the most incredible places on Earth. For many years we've all heard about uncontacted tribes in the Amazon, in Africa, but those tribes are somewhat connected to the outside world, with some members actually moving out of the tribe to live a more regular life. This man even complained about his life after leaving the tribe, claiming that he had everything back in the jungle. North Sentinel stands alone not just in its geography, but the isolation of its people. Known for killing outsiders, they've maintained an extreme isolation for thousands of years. Before I go on to discuss my ultimate plan for the island, let me share some other funny ones. Number 1. Leave them alone. This is definitely the only moral choice that we have when it comes to North Sentinel Island, but it's also the most boring one. I just want to hear in the news about North Sentinel, instead of a random Wikipedia page update every 10 years. Yes, leaving these people alone is the right thing to do, but is it the most entertaining thing to do? I mean, wouldn't you love to just get to know them a bit? Introduce them to the modern world. Make them listen to the Talk To A podcast.
It's like my spiritual calling.
Or teach them JavaScript. In theory, we shouldn't show up there and start spreading our diseases that we've become immune to over centuries. But come on, should we really just leave them alone? I don't want to. That brings me to plan number 2. Invade with SEAL Team 6. This is the most imperial plan that there is. SEAL Team 6 are best known for killing Bin Laden in Pakistan back in 2011. They swooped in during the middle of the night with 2 super stealthy helicopters and succeeded in their mission. I'm not suggesting that they go in and wipe out the Sentinelese, but it could be interesting to see a SEAL team rock up with arrow-proof armor and just absorb the shots until the Sentinelese run out of arrows. Plan number 3. Drop solar-paneled cameras from a helicopter or plane and turn the island into the Truman Show. Tiny spy cameras have been around for decades, being first used by the KGB and CIA for spying on targets. Now imagine a solar-paneled spy camera with a SIM card inside that can power itself for years, and also load the video data to a central feed. I'm not sure if they have 5G on North Sentinel, but I'm sure you could set up some 5G towers around the island without being shot by an arrow. Plan number 4. Bribe them with coconuts and convince them to make videos for Fiverr.com. The only peaceful contact that humans have had with the island is when National Geographic showed up with coconuts and made a bit of a connection to the islanders. If the islanders only like you if you have coconuts for them, then surely making contact with them is only possible through coconuts. A friendly group could show up every week on a boat, unarmed with a few coconuts and a camera, and simply get the locals to make videos for Fiverr.com, in exchange for a few more coconuts. The problem is, they have no comprehension of written language, and nobody even knows how to speak their language. The only videos they'd be capable of making would be of them beating their sticks, hitting their chest, and you could only make it personalized by writing a message on a rock or piece of paper, which some Fiverr creators do anyway. Plan number 5. Rename North Sentinel Island to North Island. Let me give you a challenge. Think of a word that rhymes with sentinel. Can't think of one? Let me reveal it. North Fentanyl Island. As you can probably tell, this plan involves shipping off all fentanyl addicts to North Sentinel and letting them fend for themselves. We could simply drop them off at the island and come back in a month, and if any are still okay, they can go back to their home country clean and sober. Job done. This brings me to my ultimate plan. Plan number 6. Create rival tribe made of black athletes. This is arguably the greatest plan for North Sentinel that's ever existed. Here's what I want to do. Create a tribe that look vaguely similar to the Islanders, but much bigger, much faster, and much stronger. I would simply call up all of the best black athletes in the world, guys like Usain Bolt, Shaquille O'Neal, Mike Tyson if he was a bit younger, Anthony Joshua. You could even bring Serena Williams if you want. The idea is that we get all these athletes dressed up like the Sentinelese, train them to use bows and arrows, teach them everything there is to know about jungle combat, and basically we just let the drama unfold. The best case scenario is that the new stronger tribe would integrate into the Sentinelese tribe. With their superior physical form and the fact they are twice as big as the average islander, the islanders will not be so stupid as to attack the new tribe. The only way they would keep existing would be to cower to the new tribe. Shaquille O'Neal and the rest of them would essentially out-Sigma the rest of the tribe. Within the first day, I'm pretty sure Shaquille O'Neal would be controlling the campfire, choosing what he wants for dinner, while the rest of the Sentinelese scramble to get him what he wants, fearing that he'll smack him on the head. Usain Bolt would act as a kind of sheepdog character, and if any of the islanders act up or attempt to sneak off and set up a booby trap, Usain Bolt would keep them within the perimeter and keep an eye on everyone. Unfortunately, there are very limited resources on the island, meaning that it might be hard to feed the new tribe given that they have such a high caloric need. This means that we might need a supply drop now and again. Usain Bolt could keep the islanders in check while Serena Williams goes to recover the supply. If we mix in some of the other ideas, Mike Tyson could be the cameraman of the new tribe and live stream it for the world to see. Think of it as an extreme MrBeast challenge. I can already imagine the thumbnail and title: 100 athletes versus 100 Sentinelese. I think we know who would win, since the islanders only only survive by eating mollusks and drinking small amounts of water from God knows where. The average islander is estimated to be only 5'3" or 5'5". This is due to insular dwarfism, which is basically just a lack of food due to their isolation. Ultimately, I think this plan is the most entertaining, but please let me know if you have any ideas, and I'll send my plan to NATO and the UN and hope they get back to me. Some other notable ideas include turning the island into a tax-free casino land, where the Sentinelese would be given 10 free spins on the machines each month. Another idea would be to set up a Disneyland on the island, making it a hotspot for extreme travelers with families. The Sentinelese people just want to be left alone to their own shenanigans, but I want to see my shenanigans play out on the island for the world to see. On Starlink's website, it says they are pending regulatory approval to have the service available in North Sentinel. I know they just mean India and not the island, but come on, let a guy dream for God's sake. Imagine one day Elon Musk goes down a rabbit hole and reads all about North Sentinel. What would he do? After all, any travel to the island is firmly prohibited by the Indian government, and apparently they have boats constantly patrolling its perimeter. Only a man like Musk can convince the Indian government to give access to an outsider. Maybe his ex-girlfriend Amber Heard can set up a hairdresser's there after she lost all her money to Johnny Depp. I hope you enjoyed these ideas for the island. I think we are all fascinated by it. Repeat after me. Long live North Sentinel.